for me, I've always had someone build a bike for me, and this year, I figured I want to do a bike, but for my first time, why not do two to see if I can mess them up or make them really good, you know what I mean? Baggers. They used to be all about comfort, convenience, and longer rides. But now it's way more than that. They're like muscle cars. They gotta look great, and they gotta perform. Scraping floorboards, doing burnouts, hell, they're even racing them and crowning kings. But when it comes to style and performance, there's no such thing as enough. Even the Chieftain PowerPlus. All the style and performance that you'd ever need, but we still want more. I've been with Indian Motorcycle for 2 years now and going on my 3rd year, and I've always seen the Forge series. I've seen what Hart does. Hart's built me a bike. Everyone I've seen build cool bikes for Indian, and I would say this year for the Forge series going into it with the Chieftain PowerPlus is gonna be a completely different platform. I haven't seen it on here before. We've done the Scout, we've done the Sport Chief, and for me, this bike is pretty badass as it is stock. The Bagger used to be like, oh, I want to throw my wife on the back and go for a slow ride and just cruise and just enjoy the day. But you see all the guys now, when they pull up on a Bagger, it's a performance Bagger. The progression of the Bagger is changed so much over the last few years, especially for like a lot of the builders now. It's like they used to only build parts for like certain bikes. Now it's like you can make this bike in your own style and your own flair on something that showcases you when you ride it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what these builders come up with. The 2 other builders are actually my buddies. We have Kyle from Forever Rad, and then we have Sasha from Crouch. And for me, it's perfect because those are all the parts I like running on my bike anyway. So I get to go watch them build their bikes and see what parts they're using, and they'll be like, hey, I want those parts and I want those parts too, because my bikes seem to be like a collaboration of everyone that's built one of these bikes before in the past and that's building them now. This is a pretty much everyday thing here. We got everybody riding. Normally I'm riding too, but today I'm chilling because I'm gonna give you guys a little tour of the shop we finally got built. Something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and a lot of projects on my mind that I wanted to do and not have the space, but come check out the new building. So yeah, this is basically the inside of the place right here. I'd say this spot gets the most time spent, especially with all my friends and all my family that are over here all the time. Got the little bar area, got the pool table, little lounge. Like we're always down here watching King of Bagger races, watching Supercross. This is just like my extra storage stuff, like spare bikes, loaner bikes, extra tools, my Indians. I told you earlier I'm a neat freak, so I like to keep all my stuff like dialed. So my helmets, jerseys, boots. Basically just wanted to build a place to film a bunch of content and have cool stuff and be able to do whatever I wanted to do. This is pretty much my favorite area of the shop. I got my dirt bikes, got my V-twins. It's something I've loved to do. I've been on 2 wheels my whole life, so it was pretty natural to go from riding dirt bikes to riding V-twins all the time. And I see all my buddies like Hart and Seth and everyone. I see how much fun they're having. And then for me, I've always had someone build a bike for me. And this year, I figured I want to do a bike, but for my first time, why not do 2 to see if I can mess them up or make them really good, you know what I mean? So this right here is my personal bike. And then we have my Forged build going on right here, which I'm super excited about building this thing. I've never done it before, so I'm learning a bunch. I got text threads with Seth and Hart that are like this long of asking questions of what to do and what not to do. I'm stoked, I'm happy. I'm figuring it all out kind of by myself, but at the same time, I have a couple of friends that have been working on these things forever to basically teach me what to do and what not to do, so yeah. Seth Brisson is one of my closest friends. He's one of my best friends. He's been in the V-twin world for a long time. He rides motos. So for me, it was just a no-brainer to have Seth come over and help me do certain things. Because sometimes there's questions. I'm like, hey, I gotta take this whole subframe off. Like, is the bike gonna fall off this lift when I do this? You know what I mean?
Doing internally wiring and having to splice every single one.
Yeah, this is field, so it's just these 2.
So I met Jeremy through doing shows for Monster Energy. We've been friends now for probably 12 years. kind of turned into, he was doing the freestyle demos, I was doing the V-twin demos, and we were at a bunch of them throughout that year. Started becoming friends, and then I'm originally from the East Coast, so I would go back every summer to the East Coast and work. And then eventually he called me and he's like, why aren't you out here? You need to move out here. So I came out, lived with him for a little bit, and then never left.
But see how the motor has like that dope gray?
Yeah.
Maybe make the upper tubes gray, do the lowers black, and then do black wheels too. It's like that tungsten.
Yeah, you can get someone to match it.
That's what I was thinking. And then do the swing arm, like Hart did that new swing arm that he just came out with, but anodize it like that same color gray. Kyle from Forever Rad makes that dope hanger too. Have you seen his?
Sick,
yeah. And then I want to put like those marine lights underneath, so when you're riding at night, you have like a halo around you that's all lit up.
That's sick. Jeremy building these bikes, he hit me up and he was like, hey, I want you to just come over here and check things out and help me along the way. And we're talking to each other, we're bouncing ideas off each other and things like that. And it's cool because he's never been down this path with this deep with bikes taken apart. And it's just funny because it surprises people what he's doing, but I think people forget he has a very good mechanical mindset. It's just he's never had the time in his career to like literally sit back and do these things.
And then I might hit up Jake too from Barnstorm to do mid controls, because I want this thing to feel more like when anyone rides it, it feels more like a dirt bike style. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Honestly, like that would be sick because then it kind of centers you over everything more.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, you're already doing the upgrade, like the suspension's going to be better, so you might as well make it like that. What are you doing for controls on this one?
Probably the Behringer stuff. It's closer to Moto, like I like it, and he stocks a bunch of stuff for it.
The levers they're a super good width and feel.
Yeah.
Which, like you were saying, that's the hard thing.
But then on the back half too, like with all the carbon, I want to suck everything up. I don't like how wide the bags always sit out.
Yeah.
I want to suck everything in as much as I possibly can.
Kind of make everything like high and tight, pull it up and in.
Like I don't want to take away from how good the bike already is.
No, yeah, like less is more. It's like you said, little stuff like that, like pulling the bags in, like
reroute these lines so they're on the inside of the swing arm.
For sure, little stuff like that goes such a long way. It'll be sick.
This is gonna be bitching. I can't wait to get this thing going. I'm definitely not a qualified builder as like a V-twin guy. I'm a dirt bike guy, and I've built dirt bikes a long time. I have mechanics for the last few years that build on my bikes, but I wanted to build my own bike this year. I wanted to build my own bike, and I wanted to build a bike for the Forge series to give to somebody. You know what I mean? Like, it's not rocket science. If I can take it apart, I can put it back together. This whole process for me is a learning experience. I've never torn a V-twin down myself before, which is perfect because I have my buddy Seth that can bounce questions off. I'll send a message to Hart here or there. Like, now that I have the shop space and the place to do it, I have plenty of time, I have plenty of room. And for me, it's just been a fun project to learn along the way.
I wonder how that design's gonna be.
You have to pull this off because the reservoir hook's on the case ring.
So that's nice. So you can always reach down and play with it if you need to.
Yeah, I would say the biggest thing with this build for me was making it feel comfortable to me. I wanted to make it feel more like a dirt bike, you know? So being a taller guy, I like my bike to sit a little higher, so when I do hit the back roads, I can have that lean angle of not dragging the bags, dragging the foot pegs, stuff like that. I think what I love most about the PowerPlus baggers and the PowerPlus motor is just how nimble the bike is, how smooth the power is. I do a lot of backcountry riding, like 2-lane roads, and there's a lot of steep hills, and to have that PowerPlus motor to climb everything and do anything I need to do, it's perfect. So my first V-twin was a Harley. I rode it for years, and then I got on the Indian. And I'd say the biggest difference that I noticed with the Indian is the performance on it, the electronics, the braking. And I'd say the biggest thing was I loved the chassis on the Indian. It was just more solid. I didn't get a lot of flex. It wouldn't wobble on me. So it was an easy transition for me.
I think a lot of people are gonna be stoked on the bikes he builds because he has that background of seeing colors and seeing contrast and building a bike that not only visually is appealing, but something that's gonna perform, because where we come from in the moto world, like everything is performance. You need everything, your brakes, your suspension. You want it to be set up to take a beating and do it again and again. So I think that's what he's gonna bring a little different to the table, which is cool.
For me, I've always liked to build stuff to make it look better than my friends, because when I show up, I want them to be like, oh wow, like I need to do that to my bike now, and I want my bike to go faster. So yeah, I definitely want to put some more performance into my bike. I want to make it quicker, I want to make it louder, I want to make it flashier. To me, to be able to customize something, it's putting your own style and your own flair on something that showcases you when you ride it.